Come with me to get a $700 facial. As a spoiled kept wife, one of the requirements in my marriage is every Monday is spa date day.
I said, better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Can I call you Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like the flower.
Y'all know what's crazy? Society is so used to single moms, even married single moms, that when I used to tell people that I have toddlers and I'm a stay-at-home wife, the number one thing they used to always say is, oh my God, I bet your hands are so full. I bet that's so busy for you. And I didn't want to tell them the truth, that I'm spoiled as hell and I have tons of help. Because 9 times out of 10, they'll also say, well, I have 3 kids of my own, so I know how difficult it is. And the whole time they're trying to project their situation onto me, I'm thinking in my head, well, dang, you probably should have got knocked up by somebody else. But I have to stand there and smile and nod and pretend I know what it's like to be a mother that just has a difficult life. But I can't relate. I'm spoiled as hell. I do whatever I want to do. Heck, I'm about to head to the spa right now. I don't clean my own house. I've never had restless nights. I've never had to change diapers by myself. I even hired somebody recently to come cook for us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm just spoiled. I have an easy life. Kids are not. And that's because I made the right decision on who I laid down and got pregnant by. My husband and I planned our kids. And the number one thing I told him before I even got pregnant was I'm not going to be one of those stay-at-home moms that are miserable as hell, stuck in the house with kids. And you know what my husband said? Live your best life, beautiful. Anywhere you want to go or anything you want to do, you can do it. You want to go on spa dates, you want to go hang out with your friends, you want to go shopping, by all means, you are free to do that. That's the beautiful thing about marrying an older, mature, understandable man. He loves how spoiled I am. He don't think that a woman's place is just to look miserable and battered in the house.
I know she upset a lot of people with that video, as you see. Like, she's one of those kept women. She basically is like, she got herself an older man. And fellas, if you got that type of woman, which I guess a lot of you will say, I'm not going to spoil my wife. There's different ways of spoiling a wife, but she's just like, I already know what I want out of life. If you can't provide it for me, then hey, it is what it is. I'm going to find the man who can. And some women just go out looking for that. I'm not saying she got lucky, but she didn't lay down with any Pookie and Rare. She might have gotten her cheeks clapped thousands of times, but she never had a baby. Ended up with an older dude who was willing to do this for her, and that's the agreement. And some dudes say that. Some dudes don't even want to clap the cheeks. They just want an attractive woman that they can have as eye candy. And I see, and I probably put some videos in the beginning where she shows off her lifestyle, and they're always, her thing is she got her furs, she's in this car, and she's putting their life up on TikTok. But I'm not about to be all up in your videos for you to be showing off and bragging about, I'm spoiled, my husband loves to spoil me. And some people say that. I did a video previously about Yada talking about this, about how his wife is spoiled, and if they ever break up and he gives her an allowance and stuff like that. So if you have money, maybe some dudes get off on that. The fact that they got a private chef and all the woman has to do is coordinate all these things, and it's basically like you're taking care of the woman. I'm not saying it's like his daughter, but she's having your baby. She doesn't have to work. All she has to do is just show up, be pretty. She has her own X, Y, and Z. If that's how far your money goes, hopefully she brings something to him. Maybe good buns, good sex. Who knows? But we got a follow-up video I wanted to play here for you guys to check out. Let's see what else she's talking about here. Let's go.
To me, that's not normal. If that's normal, I'm glad I don't live an average American life. I learned at a very early age, a lot of Americans are really miserable. They hate their jobs, their families, their spouses. They can only afford a vacation like once a year, and it's like some cheap, cracky crude. And I never want to be like that. Here it is, a random Monday where most people are working, and I'm about to catch a flight with my husband. And you can tell just from looking at social media, a lot of people are really miserable. You're always longing for something or wanting something. You're envying celebrities or the wealthy, and I don't have those feelings. And I know I'm not being relatable right now, but I'm not trying to be, honestly. I'm glad I don't live an average American life because it seems very miserable. Especially those people who like got married or had kids really, really young. They're usually like the most miserable. They outgrow each other, they cheat on each other, they hate each other, and they usually resent each other for not having a better life. So yeah, I'm glad I don't live the life that a lot of people think is normal.
Now, I don't know how old this young lady is. I'll probably have it up here when I do the editing and things, but she's speaking a lot of truth. Even though she's on social media herself and a lot of people are viewing her as talking down on folks, but she did it the right way. And that's what she got. She got the dude's taking care of her. A lot of you guys, if you have daughters, and I've had some dudes in the comments before, I want my daughter to struggle. I want my daughter to have, and I'm just like, huh? You want a Russell Wilson for the husband. As long as he's not putting his hands on her, she doesn't have a hard life. She's got good morals and principles. She's not an a-hole. You feel me? She's not disrespecting people. She's living her life happy. You can catch flights and go. Hey, why not? If that's the life. But she said something funny, which I do agree. Like I said, I don't know how old she is, but she mentioned about those who get pregnant early, those who get married early, and a lot of those things do happen. I've addressed those before in terms of you guys having kids, you guys don't know each other, you guys don't know your likes, your wants, things like that. This woman right here probably, as I said earlier, she's probably gotten her cheeks clapped hundreds of times, but you would never know, and she would never tell her body count as much as you guys would want to know. She could lie about it and say she only got her cheeks clapped, that magic per YouTube guidelines 3 times, right? And you never know. She's light-skinned, got a dark-skinned dude. She appears to be fit. She appears to be feminine, submissive, even though she comes off as bragging. But she has the life that a lot of women aspire to, but they're 304s. They're living life like 304s. They don't respect the man. They're coming to a relationship thinking they're going to get this type of man with another man's kids. But then again, you have some desperate men that'll wife up a woman like this a lot of times who has kids, who's popping off at the mouth. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But the goal is to be the coolness of each other's eyes. And you should want to do certain things. I'm not saying completely spoil her where you're simping, but you should want your wife to look good. You should want your wife to have a good time. You should want your wife to be happy, and she should definitely be bringing that to you instead of her being just a bill. Now, somebody said in the comments about taking care of your own children. I don't agree with that part. I agree with help, but she's just like, the way it comes off at, I don't even take care of my children. I have help, which makes you think it goes back to the times of, in some countries, maids, slavery here in America, where black women were taking care of these rich aristocrats' children on the plantation. And the woman's just like, I'm just here to be with this rich man and have kids and drink brandy and all these other things and dine on cuisines, basically to live that lifestyle. That's why a lot of people came to America, to live that lifestyle. But I'm not necessarily comparing both of them, but this is what women aspire to be. And a lot of you fellas, I know you aspire to want to take care of your woman and not have to struggle with your woman. Nobody wants to struggle in a marriage or a relationship. You want things to be easy. You want to be able to enjoy that person and wake up next to that person and smile and be happy. Just my thoughts, though. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings in abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.